And we back, and it's that time for a historic fantasy draft rebuilding challenge. We're gonna have MJ, LeBron, Kobe, Will Chamberlain, all of the greatest of all time in one roster playing in one league, so we'll see who can top the other. But a preference, I'm not always gonna draft the best available guy. I'm gonna pick guys that I just wanna see on my team. Then we're gonna do some trades and hopefully win a championship by the end of this, but honestly, throughout the couple years, it's kind of hard to win a championship when you have so many great NBA players all in the same league. But I'm gonna try my best in this one, okay? So the first thing on the agenda is, of course, to randomly select the team, because this team determines what number draft pick we're gonna have, and we're gonna stop in 3, 2, 1. We're rocking with the Miami Heat today. Now, will the Miami Heat have a top pick? We'll find out. Come on, just don't be last. Just don't. Oh, we're in the 20s. Yep. Okay, so we don't have last. We got second to last. That's always my luck. That is always my luck. I was not going to be able to get MJ, LeBron, Timmy D, Magic. Let's see who we do have left. We have Karl Malone. Nah, not getting Karl Malone. Charles Barkley, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis. So the best thing about this is that we're going to have almost back-to-back picks. So we got to think about a duo, a pairing that we want to see together. I see Jason Kidd here. Jason Kidd is a stud as far as point guards go. You always want to start off with a good point guard. So maybe Jason Kidd is our pick. Also, Steve Nash. Interesting. Steve Nash or Jason Kidd. Two-time MVP, or do I want the one-time champ? Okay. All right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to pick one of those two guys with my second pick. Let's go. Oh, I see Yao. This is going to be tough. I think I'm going Charles Barkley. Yes, he is only 6'6", but Charles Barkley is still going to be dominant, and we're going to go Charles Barkley. And now, we can go with our guard. This is hard, man. This is hard. 32 years old versus 30 years old. It is a one-year rebuilding challenge, so I guess the age doesn't matter too much. I do see Bob Cousy there, but that's not fun. I'm going Jason Kidd. And I did see a prime Derrick Rose there. I saw that. But my goal in this video, and I'm going to try my best to keep myself to this, I want to draft players that are no longer in the NBA. I want to keep historic players on my team. So let's see what we can do with our third round pick. It's a while in the future. As we got Dikembe Mutombo here. We got Chris Bosh, who's technically no longer in the NBA. The rest of this draft pool is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's cool. But there's no, like, people that's going to jump off the page, for me at least. So I think I should go, because first of all, shout out to the dude that created this roster. That's Professor 2K. Chris Bosh is not in 2K. I mean, technically he is in my team now, but he had to create Chris Bosh. We talking about cornrow Chris Bosh there. I think the guy we go with in this situation is Dikembe Mutombo for his defense, and then we're going to end up trading him. I think we're going to end up trading him. Small forward position, we have Jimmy. Oh, I see Ron Artest. We got shooting guard Charlie Scott. I think I'm going Ron Artest on this one. Brandon Roy. Can I somehow end up getting Brandon Roy next round? No, I don't think we're gonna be able to. So I'm gonna pick him up right now. Again, we're gonna be doing a lot of trades. So this team that you see me drafting, half of these dudes probably won't be here by the end of the video. But we gotta go with a small forward next, and then that'll complete our starting five. Ron Artest is still there. Beautiful. I played that right. I played my cards right, and I got both of the players I wanted. And now we rocking with our 6-man role. We want our 6-man to be somebody that can fill it up. We got Drazen Petrovic here. May he rest in peace. But I know he can score the ball with the best of them. I mean, his last year in his NBA career, he was averaging 22 points per game. So I know he can score. And he was shooting super efficiently. Let me just pick him before I forget. And I end up not having him. 7th round is going to get us who? Let's see who is available. Kemba, Rasheed Wallace, Lamar Odom. That is nice. Lamar Odom might be the guy we pick. Lamar Odom's just a fan favorite around here because he pretty much did everything on the floor. He did everything that you can ask for. So we're going to pick him up. So right now we could use a backup center, small forward, or point guard. Let's go point guard here, or at least see our options. We got Mike Conley. We got Fred Brown. I don't know a Fred Brown. He played for the Sonics in the 80s, but that name does not ring a bell. Sam Cassell, D'Angelo Russell, BJ Armstrong. I'm not loving the point guard market. Let's go small forwards. Danny Granger. Yes, defends, hits his shots. I think I may be going Danny Granger, or we can even go Luol Deng, because technically Luol Deng just retired this season. I'm going Luol. I'm going Luol. That's the Bull fan of me. I need Luol Dangerous on the team, even though he'll probably end up getting traded by the end of this. So when we do this historic fantasy drafts, I turn off salary cap because every single player is making like $50 million a year. And then if you don't turn off salary cap, then you'll never be able to make trades. So I took it off for the sake of this video. So center position or point guard. We still got BJ Armstrong there, Kenny Smith. Oh, Doc Rivers and Mo Cheeks. Both pretty decent defenders in their time. But let's go center position. We got Marcus Camby, Clint Capella. Come on. Somebody jump off the page. Big Brandon Reeves. Nothing. Yeah, we're getting to the point where it's like, it don't really matter too much. So we'll go Marcus Camby because he is the best guy available. And even if we don't keep him, he probably have the highest trade value. Then we're going... Let's just go BJ Armstrong, since I am a Bulls fan, and he had one of the nicest three-point shots there was, you know? I'm going Dale Curry here. We only had a few more picks, and with these last couple picks, I will pick like a new center. Like, we will go Greg Oden here. But our last couple picks, I'm going to do something I do every single year, and it helps me a bunch. I'm going to draft some super young players with some high draft value. Like, Zion? Yes, thank you. We're picking up Zion because I know his trade value is like all-time high. Who else here can have some very, very good trade value? And I guess we're going Darius Garland because he's the highest overall there. And that's the end of our draft. And the reason we do that is because you throw them, it's like the top of the meal. You know what I'm saying? Every GM is going to want those dudes. Let me show you. Unless it was changed this year, because this is a whole new game. But look at that trade value. Look at that trade value for Zion. Come on, man. We're going to throw these two guys in a trade, and we're going to get one of the best players in the history, and I mean in the history of basketball. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go small forward position. Let's go try to find an upgrade at our small forward. So we will eventually work on our small forward, but I want to try to go get Shaq. He's got like the most trade value possible, but I showed you what Zion's trade value is, so we may be able to pull this off. We throw Zion in the trade, and we also give them the Dikembe. They say no. We also got picks, though. Nothing. Okay. No big deal. We got more stuff. We'll throw you Dale Curry as well. You give us back your worst player, who ends up being Cliff Robinson, who also's got some good trade value. All right, you know what? Forget that. We'll throw another first and some seconds. Please, just give us Shaq. Give us Shaq. Shaq is off the market. No big deal. We got so many great centers in this league. Shaq not coming to the team is no big deal. Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm going to try the same thing. They don't really want Zion, though. His trade value is pretty low for them. But if you throw in a first-round pick, still nothing. A second, nothing. Another second, nothing. Another second, nothing. Okay, Hakeem Olajuwon, also off the market. So you know what we can do. Let's do Trade Finder. Dikembe, Zion. What can we get? Dikembe, Zion. That's all we looking at. Give us like one of the best centers or small forwards of all time here. Please, 2K. Eventually 2K will give us our offers. We got Al Horford and Bill Walton. Patrick Ewing and Michael Redd. None of these trades are super appetizing. We do have this one for Giannis here. But then that would mean we'd have to trade Charles Barkley because, you know what I'm saying? So we're not even going to do that deal either. So that is off the table. I mean, it does make sense that teams don't want to trade their players because in their mind, every single team is contending. How can you have a roster this good and not think you're a contending team? You know what I'm saying? So it will be tough to make trades. They want Charles Barkley. They want Jason Kidd. That's not happening. So making trades will be tough. So let's take it one step at a time. Dikembe Mutombo in the first-round pick. Okay, so we will go to trade for Giannis, and we'll figure it out later. I wonder if you change Giannis's position to a center, he goes to a 92. Small forward, he's a 99 overall, though. So we found our small forward. There we go. We found our small forward, and now we got to find our center. Because, well, we just traded our center. But look at that. Look at that. So the next thing is to find that center. So let's go Zion in a first-round pick. I bet it give us a 93 center. I bet it does. I'm guessing it's going to give us a 93 center just because of how much trade value Zion Williamson has. And Patrick Ewing is going to be our guy. They want Zion, Marcus Camby. They're giving us back Brian Grant. I don't care about having Brian Grant. We'll probably trade him later. But Patrick Ewing is now on our team. Our starting lineup is looking killer. And now the shooting guard position. Now, Brandon Roy is that guy. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Brandon Roy back in the day. But he feels like a weak link, right? At a 91 overall, he feels he's like a weak link. And we also have Petrovic coming off our bench. So, we're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep making trades. We still have Darius Garland here. So maybe we trade Brandon Roy, Darius Garland in the first round pick. And that might be enough to get me a prime time shooting guard. Like all-time great shooting guard. Like Brandon Roy was great, don't get me wrong. But you know, when he had the injuries, you can only question how good he could have got. What if we get a shooting guard that basically did it? Like Sidney Moncrief's one of the greatest defenders of all time, baby. What is his badges looking like? I gotta look at his defensive badges. Clamps Hall of Fame. Oh, Ball Pass Hall of Fame. Big Dollar Hall of Fame. Yeah, he got it all. But maybe that's not that significant of an upgrade for me to do it. I'm looking for big time trade type stuff. And I'm also going to be looking at point guards too, because some point, the Pistol Pete. Ooh, Melo. I don't know what the heck we would do to get, like, to use Melo. I think Pistol Pete is a trade. Trade number 9 is the one we're thinking about, because Pistol Pete's that guy. What can we say? Clyde the Glide Drexler. Let's go. Let's go. Look at all of these Hall of Fame finishing badges. There's nothing like it. One of the greatest finishers of all time. Trade number 19 is there. We also got Penny Hardaway. And I feel like if I made Penny Hardaway a shooting guard, he's 6'7". He can do it. But that would be too much playmaking. We need some guys that can just score the ball. David Thompson does that to an extreme level. Look, 73 points in a game. Like, to an extreme level, David Thompson scores the ball. But it's kind of similar to Clyde Drexler. According to his badge, it's like he's a finisher at the rim more than a jump shooter. I think we got to go Clyde the Glad. I got to go Clyde the Glad Drexler. It's just the best trade available. So, boom. He goes from Houston to Miami. This starting lineup is killer. Jason Kidd, Clyde the Glad, Giannis, Charles Barkley, and Patrick Ewing. And part of me is like, you know what? We didn't test everybody else's trade value. Let's just see what Chuck will get us. You know what I'm saying? It never, ever hurts to just see what's out there. Dominique Wilkins and Bill Walton. Okay. T-Mac. I don't know if this is really a great trade. Cannot do this trade without giving up Drazen. Can I give you anything else? I'll give you Lamar and some seconds. I don't want to give up Drazen Petrovic. He was gonna be so nice off our bench. But if I have to give him up, I will. I'm gonna do this and make David Robinson a power forward. I'm guessing this overall goes up because he can shoot the ball. And he's a 99 now. We got 2 99s. That is... Oh, tell me this ain't great. Okay, so after that trade, we don't need Lamar Odom anymore. So we're trading Lamar Odom for a guard or a wing player that can score the ball. And then that might be our very last trade. I legit think the more 90 overalls you have, the better. We're bringing in Baron Davis. And I'm going to make him a shooting guard. He's 6'3", so he's not super tall. But I know he'll be better overall-wise as a set 93 now. That's all of our trades. This is our squad. If we don't win a championship, it's rigged. If we don't win a championship, it is rigged. Our boy Giannis won MVP. Not crazy numbers. 20 points per game, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Those are very impressive, but it got me thinking about the rest of the league. If these are MVP numbers, then, well, Lamar Odom won Rookie of the Year. We ended up having him for a little bit. We traded him away, so he got some not great rookie numbers. I feel like just because everybody is so... Oh, we got 6 Man of the Year too. Because everybody is so good, statistics are down. Because if you got Jordan and you got 5 superstars on your starting lineup, they got to share that ball. You know what I'm saying? 6 Man of the Year went to Baron Davis, also with our team. Defensive Player of the Year went to Bill Russell. Most Improved went to Luka Doncic, who had 12 points per game, which is not an improvement over his rookie season. Not even close. Unless you're talking percentage-wise. Percentage-wise, the man was incredible. Then we got Coach of the Year, Eric Spoelstra, our coach. So, first team All-NBA for, of course, Giannis. Do we have anybody else? Miami Heat, show me some love. Nope. Defensive team, show me some love, Giannis. And then we didn't have any rookies. So we ended up with the best record in the... I want to guess the entire league, but I didn't look at the West. Yes, the entire league by far. Oh, we about to kill it. We about to win a championship. So we're going to go individually, look at our stats, and then go to league leader. So Giannis, again, 20 points per game. Patrick Ewing had 19 and 10. Drexler put up 19 and 6 assists. David Robinson. Yes, this is exactly what we thought. Oh, I meant to make David Robinson a power forward and not Patrick Ewing. I guess it doesn't matter at the end of the day. But I wanted to make him our power forward and let Patrick Ewing be our center. Whatever. Baron Davis off our bench. That was a great little trade we did because he wasn't on our team. So I think it was the very last trade we picked him up. And he ended up winning 6 Man of the Year. We, of course, had Jason Kidd. You know he was going to get his assistant numbers with all these weapons on him. And then Blake Griffin off our bench, Ron Artest off the bench, Luau, and then B.J. Armstrong. Who led the league in scoring? Oh, my God. Elgin Baylor. Elgin Baylor. What the heck? He averaged 5 more points than the second player, which was Larry Bird. And he got 8 assists. And he got 8 rebounds. Oh, my God. Did he attempt the most shots in the league? He attempted the most shots in the league per game. That makes sense. That makes sense for him to have that much. Who was the best or the most 3-point shots made? Is Steph Curry with just 3 in a game? Attempted, James Harden with about 8. Percentage-wise, we have Kevin Martin. Y'all remember Kevin Martin, little funky jump shot? Well, he shot 50% from 3. Free throw attempts, no James Harden in sight. Look at that. He only averaged 5 and counted 5 free throws a game. So team stats, of course, we led the league as far as wins go. Points per game, the Warriors team has Bob Cousy, Walter Davis, LeBron, Spencer Haywood, and Dave Cohen. They had more points per game than us. Worst scoring team, Cleveland, with Steph Curry, Jerry Sloan, who's a defensive guy anyway. Grant Hill, he did both, but he's a defensive guy too. It makes sense. Vince Carter coming off the bench, that's a big shame. Why is Vince Carter not starting over Jerry Sloan? And that's coming from a Bulls fan. Like, come on, man. It's not. I know this man had great defense. Yeah, look at that. Look at the defensive badges. But you got Vince Carter coming off the bench? I'm telling you, bad coaching. Bad coaching. Points scored against, that would be the Hawks. So this team had the worst defense in the league because they had Steve Nash, Dirk. I don't even know if Chris Mullin, probably not a good defender. He only had 1 defensive badge. Tree Rollins, who was a decent defender, but this is the worst defensive team in the league. Best defensive team in the league, what can you say? Well, you have Clyde Drexler, Giannis, Patrick Ewing. Why? Why is David Robinson not starting? What the heck? Why is he a reserve? Did he not? How many games did he play? If he was this had to be just something that just happened. Because yeah, he had good stats. So means that he played almost every game this season. Well, I don't know what happened. Just the last couple games of the season, they had him as a reserve. Either way, he's back in the lineup now. Shout out to Blake Griffin for holding it down for those 2 games. All right, first round, we're going against the Indiana Pacers. We got to see who's on their squad. They have Russell Westbrook, Dwayne Wade, Jimmy, Jerry Lucas, and Bynum. That's a pretty solid team, man. I think we're going to beat them, but I think that's a pretty solid team. They should maybe get a game, maybe 2 games from us, or maybe 0. Oh, yeah, maybe 0. It's probably going to end up being 0. Oh, they got 1. They got 1. We'll give them that 1. And next round, we're going to either the Bulls or the Boston Celtics. And the Bulls end up winning by 2 in a game 7. Wow. They got Lou Hudson. They got Tim Hardaway, John Wall, Willie Reed, James Worthy, Kevin Garnett. All right, this team's got some fire. But KG averaged 11 points. This is Kevin Garnett. 11 points a game. We're going to kill him. If he only giving you 11, we're not really even worried about him. Another 5-game series for us as we go against Philly in the next round, who has the Big O, Clay, Dominique, Al Horford, and Bill Walton. Defensively, this team is nice. Really, really nice. But is it nice enough to stop us? We're about to find out. They took a quick game, and we got them in 6. Okay, so they did give us a little bit of scare, but in that game 6, to prevent a game 7, something happened. We won by 1. We won by 1 point. Maybe somebody hit a game winner, but either way, we are in the finals to go against the Portland Trail Blazers, who have Kyrie, Donovan Mitchell, Elgin Baylor, again, who led the league in scoring. They got Bill Russell, Defensive Player of the Year, and Dennis Rodman, a rebounding king. Let's see how this goes. I feel like our team is way better. Yep, there's a 5. Giannis, Finals MVP, baby! Easy money there. And then in the last game, David Robinson was like, I got us. I wish he would have took more than 0 threes this season because he can hit him, right? Like, he can hit him. I'm not saying he's going to knock down Klay Thompson, but I'm just saying, yeah, 72, that's doable. That's doable, but he took 0 threes the entire season, and that is the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave it a like. It always helps the channel grow. We'll be back tomorrow because we do this around here. Consistency, all right? Peace.